All right, real fast. This one's Mr. Sean Penn. Every time I go ahead and do research on what's going on, who's in the footage, Mr. Sean Penn. How does he get wrapped up into this stuff? I don't know, but he's a good documentary dude, and he knows where to be at a certain time. Uh, I did do a video telling him, Sean, get the heck out of Ukraine. What is wrong with you? Why are they getting involved in it? These movie stars, these directors. He's a movie star and a director. Uh, he shouldn't be with the politics. A lot of people say he shouldn't be over there. They were having that trouble with Steven Seagal in Russia. You know, uh, a lot of people look at it as, what are these people doing over there? We're at war. We just got out of a war. Uh, why are they over there uh, trying to help them? Trying to, when we can't even help our own country. That's a good point, but that's what he does. He's a director, a documentary dude, a movie dude, and that's what he does. And I'm kind of jealous because, dang it, he's always in the right place at the right time, but he's got money to do that, to pick up and just boot scoot boogie uh, to another country to do that. Of course, there's chains that he has to go through, procedures. Uh, but why do these people call them movie stars? They don't call, anyone. They call a whole bunch of people that are famous and people listen to, and they use them to sway Americans. My opinion. Everybody loves the movie star. We do, but not when our country is at its knees and under attack and being invaded. This is why, in a military country that we are, uh, they look at things like that. The military does. You know, he's not an ambassador. He's not anything. Should he really be over there when we're trying to do maneuvers and help assist in a war? And I don't, it is confusing, and like I said, I'm a little bit jealous myself because he knows where to go to get the scoop and the footage for his documentaries, and that's probably what he did. I'm shooting a documentary, or I want to do a documentary, uh, you know, on what's going on out there, and I'm sure he's protected. But whenever we have a conflict, there's there's Sean Penn. I'm like, are you kidding? How does he do it? I don't know. He's pretty good though. I do like Mr. Penn. Uh, and some of his movies he did. Fast Time in Ridgemont High was hilarious. I loved it. The whole Spagoli thing was unbelievable. Uh, but how do these people? How do we come to terms with this? You know, the 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 movie stars getting away with all kinds of stuff. Will Smith, assault and battery on stage. Now they say it's fake. It ain't fake. It's real. It ain't real. These are war. What the media is playing and what these people are doing are war tactics, psychological war tactics that are being played in real life on the street. Brainwashing, MK Ultra, whatever you want to call it. But Mr. Sean Penn, can you get your butt out of there? Can you get back to the States? How come you're always knee deep in shit? We're ready to do something. Wait, Mr. Penn's over there. Son of a. I don't know how he does it. Yeah, I have no idea. But it is a problem. And I can see where some more people generals and stuff and say it's hard to fight a war when propaganda and people are in the middle of it. We can't do our job as a military. You know, if this country really was in deep crap, uh, the government is saying we wouldn't know about it. That it would be false advertisement or whatever you want to call it, fake propaganda put out, and by then it'd be a blink, a high flash, and everybody gone. You know, so I do agree with the government and that, with the war basis, with war maneuvers and things we want to do with leaks. You can't fight a war with leaks. Um, so I hate to say it, it's going to tighten up very, very, very much, and only for America's own benefit. Now, don't get me wrong. Like I said before, I like Mr. Penn. He might not even know me or like me. I don't care. I'm just saying I like the movies. I like the way he thinks on some things. But, uh, I understand how these war generals are saying I can't fight a war when there's false propaganda and leaks all in. We can't protect our country. And, oh, I agree 100%. We should be locking down our borders, but we're not. And there will come a time where no one will be able to come into America. It's just a lot of people don't understand that the resources are drying up, and we rely on other countries, and we keep pumping more problems into this. It's like a junkie, you know. He's gonna keep pumping that junk in his veins, uh, you know. And they close the curtain so you don't see it as millions come into the country and cause more damage than us saying we love you. We do love these people, but there's going to be a time where we're going to have to stop this. If it's so bad in Mexico, why don't we teach these people how to fight against their government if they're being held down? How to grow agriculture, how to clean up their streets, how to put sewers in, how to take care of the drug cartels. Instead of bringing them here when most of them are doing the same thing they did in Mexico, killing and selling drugs. There's going to be a time where a war breaks out. It's inevitable. There's no way around it. I know you folks think I'm crazy. I know that. But so was a lot of great people that never killed one person in their life. And it's just coming to that point, folks, where there's too many illegal organizations calling the shots, and we keep injecting that heroin into their vein by letting them come over here, and then they get more soldiers, more people to come and sell their drugs, kidnap children, uh, prostitution, gangs. It's we love people in America, but it's time to show these people how to live a good life in their own country. I can see assisting them with maybe military action or weapons or whatever to do the job, but we're running out of resources. And when the country runs out of its resources and depends on other countries for their resources, we are being held by the cojones by these countries. And if the proof ain't in the pudding, right now, what you're seeing, you can't even get an auto part for your car, a chip. You can't get, prices have skyrocketed. The whole thing is, if that ain't enough evidence for you folks, I don't know what to tell you folks. You must have sold your souls to the devil, and you just are so blinded that you don't care about human life as long as your family members and your friends and your pockets are full and you having sex with 50 women. It's immoral. It's immoral to me and a lot of other people. And it's no wonder this country is in the predicament it is in. It is relying on these people that are stars, superstars, to sway the American people to their way. Now, once again, like I'm saying, I got no problems with Mr. Penn. I'm just saying, get out of there. Come on, think of your own family and kids, and get out of there in case something happens. I was just being nice. I got no beefs with Mr. Penn. I like his documentaries and stuff. They're pretty good. So, what can you do about it? Not too much, folks. This is a serious thing. We all know Mr. Penn wants peace for people. We all do. Get your documentary and get out of there. And please don't cut no deals with any of these people on anything, unless it's legit business deals. Which I don't know, Mr. Penn. I would be checking into that to make sure you could even. I'm just looking out for Mr. Penn. That's all. Not that I know Mr. Penn or anything. But, how come he's in the middle of all this stuff all the time? That's what he does. He does documentaries, movies, and he's an actor. Hopefully he's not wrapped up in anything. And that's the thing we don't know. The FBI says we want to talk. We want to tell the people the truth of what's going on. And I'm like, I don't think the people are ready for the truth. You don't want to see the truth. It'll be unreal. It'll be shocking to people if we really found out. We got to change America. That's all I'm saying. It's got to change. Bottom line. We know it's bad. We know it. We know there's kids being killed, kidnapped, raped. Their own family members are killing them and having sex with them. If America don't have to change, then we're in the wrong country. Maybe we should all pick up and go to Ukraine. How's that? I mean, come on. But it is a beautiful day out. It ain't real warm, but it is beautiful out. And I think this week is supposed to be on the high 60s and sunny. So I'm going to go wash my car here in a little while and get that all ready to go. And I'm interested to see what kind of footage Mr. Penn gets out of this Ukraine thing and what kind of a documentary it turns out to be. I'm sure it's going to be good. I've even seen some of Ron Howard's documentaries. I believe he did a couple of them. But how does he get in the middle of all this stuff? I don't know. Good God, I hope they got him a flak jacket at least. And, you better arm him. If he's going to go over there, make sure you arm him with something, a small pistol or something, just in case. Unreal. But don't worry, Mr. Penn, we got your back here. I did like spaghetti. The whole pizza seat. And somebody order a large pepperoni. Oh, dude, that's no right here. Or when they crashed the what was it, Z28? Don't worry, dude. My dad's got an excellent. He's a TV repairman. Excellent set of tools. All I'm saying is it's a new ball game, boys. So be safe. Any of these documentary guys, movie guys, go into another country. And getting around these people that are accused of horrible things. And, you don't want to get wrapped up into it when the CIA and FBI, Homeland, bust out a case and they're like, oh, and this actor was out there smoozing and moozing with the, payoffs and all kinds of shit. And, that's all I'm saying. Be safe. It's going to be a new world and not the new world order. It's going to be different. It's going to be a new beginning. I don't know. But I'm interested to see this documentary that he's doing out there. And they're struggling. I agree with Mr. Penn on that. They're struggling. Everyone is, Mr. Penn, but mainly our country, the United States, is suffering. Why ain't you doing a documentary about us? How we're on the brink of an extinction of a country, that the corruption goes so deep. If we pulled back the curtain, the beast would be released. Why ain't you doing something like that? I understand. We love the Ukraine. We love Russia, but that ain't our problem. That's we got a country, we got jobs, we got children, we got to feed. We can't even send them to school without getting threatened or beat or kidnapped or sexually abused or this country needs to change. Why don't you do a documentary on that? Like I said, we love Ukraine. We love Russia. We want peace. That's really what the American people. You think we want to pick up and pump more kids into the military? It's the devil. It's a killing machine. They can't come to peace. That's too easy. They got to show their cojones. They got to cover up the scams and all kinds of other things. So what's the best way to do that? Create some kind of... Now, I knew it wasn't Russia that created this mess with Joe Biden and his son. I knew that. That was propaganda. I knew it wasn't Russia hacking and leaving a fingerprint all the way to Russia. No. Russia is like America. If we want inside somewhere, you won't even know we were there. There'd be no evidence that we were there, no trail that led to anything to do that said USA. So I didn't buy the whole thing. I'm not buying a lot of this stuff. It is all propaganda and a wave of the hand, smoke and mirrors. Oh, hey, Brain Genius here. How you doing? The pen is mightier than the sword. Yeah, he is pretty powerful. I mean, he is, but he don't need to be, my opinion, I wouldn't be hanging out with these people. I might talk to him on the phone or whatever. And I would if do that, because if they're knee deep in shit and their president is corrupt and they're hanging on with American movie stars, excuse me, It's everything that the government is telling us. It is the truth. We're being compromised. We're being invaded. We're being eaten alive. We're trying to fight wars. We can't fight wars because we got media leaks. We got these rich people that are snoozing with these people that we're at war with. And now finally the American people have seen that we're not going to war with these people. It was a sham. And then they just walk away. Like, oh, we're sorry about it. We need peace again. When we find out what they're doing, you know, they want a lot of stuff from us to give to Ukraine. I keep telling them, Ukraine is winning the war. Why do we have to pump our stuff in there? You know, we're going to run out of stuff. They can't build factories fast enough to produce weaponry to do what they think they can do. And it's sad. It really is. Their minds are so lost. They couldn't build factories to build the ammo fast enough. You know? So they need to sit down at the table and bring peace. Quit killing people that stand up for our country. Quit killing these people, government people, killing citizens that got too close to the truth. You know? Hey, I didn't make Joe Biden cut any deals with nobody. I didn't make Hunter Biden or anybody that was associated with them do anything. They did that themselves. The American people, me, yous, did not make them people make them deals to line their own pockets. They did it themselves. Not nothing. Oh, well, we were pressured to, and it was a better deal for America because no, you put 50 mil in your pocket. You know, nope. No, America didn't cut no deal. You politicians did. And that's another thing. We should be voting on every single thing. We want to pass the bill to whether you can have napkins or not. Okay, we'll vote on it. Everyone get to the voting polls. You know, and even then when we vote, we don't even know if the count is right. Thanks to good old Mr. McVeigh. We don't know if any of these computers work right. Now, I don't care what you folks say, but you want to know one of the greatest scam dudes that can pull one over on people? McVeigh sold the government all kinds of computers that were, he knew exactly what they were doing the whole time. Unbelievable. Smart man. He was a very smart man. Let me get to the chat because I know my usual trolls are here. There's Bendejo. You're an idiot. Shut up, he's telling me. No one cares about what you got to say. Christopher Valdez is here. That whole Chapo doc was just an excuse for Shawn to bang El Chapo. You don't want to mess with him, El Chapo. He'll dig himself way out of prison with a spoon and then cut your heart out with it. El Chapo. You're thinking of this big dude. He comes walking out as this little. That's El Chapo. That's him. Cut your heart out with a spoon, a dull one. We got problems. We all got problems. People are like, no, you got problems. I'm like, where do you live? The United States. Then you got problems. If you don't have problems, you ain't a United States American. I'll tell you that much. Can I tell you that much? I'm going to pull a Joe Biden on you people. If you ain't worried about this country and what we are in right now, then you ain't a true American. You're someone here to get a check, and you don't care how many kids are kidnapped or killed or how many of our children are sent off to a war. You know, I'm just going to say it. I know people are going to say, shut up, you don't know. I already got a troll, Bendejo. He's pretty good. But, and see, I don't do anything to him. I let him come. It probably ain't even Bendejo. It's probably this other guy that has a YouTube channel or whatever. It's one of these trolls sent from a channel. Things need to change. And you people are so afraid of change because you've been so used to being used and abused and doing bad things to make a dollar. Can I get an amen? You know, things need to change. Christopher Valdez says Madonna was pretty hairy and had a unibrow. Shawn liked the hairy woman. Leave Sean Penn alone. Yeah. Christopher Valdez. Leave him alone. You guys better leave him alone. Let him finish his work over there. Then get out of there because we don't know what's going to happen over there. It's a house of cards, Sean. Mr. Penn. I ain't talking about the other idiot, whatever his name is. It's a very serious situation, you know, that we didn't put ourselves in. Here's the thing. I'm a citizen and I feel guilty. Guilty. Like I'm the one that put 50 mil in my pocket. I feel guilty. I'm like, my God, how can this have happened? When the American people, me, yous, society, we didn't make these people make these deals. We didn't know about them. You know, believe me, if we would have knew about them, we would have, you know, tapped on their shoulder and said, no, you're not supposed to be doing that. You know, you're a government official. You're a president, vice president. You're not supposed to be profiting with the name of the United States of America and the citizens and the poor and the weak. You know, so I don't know. But these days, the world we live in, they want to kill people. I've decided I've been drinking way too much caffeine and drinking too much soda. I was up till 5 last night. Although I think I had somebody trespassing on me or magic or something. Who knows? You know, I got a couple people you could do a documentary on, Mr. Penn. You're gonna love these idiots. But just be safe over there, Mr. Penn. That's all I'm saying. Hopefully he's already back. Go ahead, light it up like a Christmas tree over there. Joking. I'm joking. But what a beautiful day today. Oh, just beautiful. It's got to be in the 50s. So I'm going to wash my car today, get that baby looking nice and shiny. And I think I'm almost out of wet dry wax. Make her look real shiny. And that's about it. You know, How come Sean Penn is the title of this? Why is Sean always in the middle of this stuff and getting great footage? And, it could be. Here's the thing. And this is probably why Sean is shitting in his pants, because there's rumors going around that president ain't even the president. He used to be an actor. Now, is that true? We don't know. If it is, holy crap. Now I know why Sean's. I doubt it, though. But there is rumors that he used to be an actor. He was an actor. He's now the president or whatever. And this girl could be a movie. And people would be like, "Are you?" And the government jumped on board and used it to scam the people out of millions and quadrillions of dollars. Ask not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country. Exactly. I fly the American flag here, and a lot of people hate it. You can't fly that flag. You didn't serve in the military. You ain't a. You can't. Shut up. I'm an American. I was born and raised here. I got the paperwork to prove it. Zelensky was a well-known comedian. I think he was in show business. And that's why Trump keeps saying, boy, these guys are bad actors. I couldn't figure it out. And I was like, wait a minute. Something's up. Something's going on. World War III was created because of a movie. They all jumped on board and seen it. And next thing you know, boom, 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 boom. We're at war. Wait a minute. It's just a effing movie. No, it ain't. It's real. Holy crap. It's real. Pack up the cameras. Get the hell out of here. Get out of here. Get us out of here. Get us back to the United States. Biden is infinitely more funnier than, I don't know. Biden right now is doing his best Vinny the Chin mobster scene right now. He's walking around in circles. He's like, and most of all, well, it, whatever that is. The people, yes, we the people. Of course, he's going to act like he's nuts. The proof that, I doubt it if we'll release all the proof, because people would be like, are you kidding? No. Now they're saying that he was abusing one of his Biden, Joe, or Hunter, or whoever it was abusing one of the family member kids, all whacked out on drugs. I don't know how he was abusing her, but that's what they're saying, was abusing a child. So, and that ain't good. That's definitely not good. And you know how we feel about people that continue to abuse. I guess this was going on for a long time. There's only so much I can wash my hands of. Someone makes a mistake once, twice. They change their life. They're on a good path. They go straight. We can work with that. But the history of these people that we're dealing with have been shown that they don't do it once, twice, three times. They have made a living off of it. It's like, Lord, what can I do? I know we're supposed to forgive, Lord, but how long do we have to go with these people raping, killing, doing this stuff? Is 5 times enough? We keep forgiving them and they keep doing it. It's not once, twice, 3 times a lady. It's it's 20, 30. They make a living off of it. What do you do? What do you do for a living these days? And these people, well, traffic kids. That's the living they made off of it. It's a racket. It's a scam. It's just unbelievable. Yeah. Christopher Valdez is saying that there was a porn star that became a member of the Italian Parliament. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. When we put these people in power and these people see it, just like Christopher Valdez brought up, that's a good point. If they see that we have these people running the country and they say, well, what did you do for a living? Well, I played with the baloney, made all kinds of money. Well, then people see that and it's monkey see, monkey do. So then they think, I'm going to get into that business. And that's what the government is saying is, and even the Bible, that these people will, sway the people. And the next thing you know, nobody wants to go to work. Everybody wants to be a porn star. Nobody wants to go to work. Everybody wants to be a rock star. Nobody wants to go to work. They want to be a gangster and go out and kill people and, make 2,000, 5,000, 10,000 every time they kill somebody, and then they ask, well, where do our serial killers come from? Well, there you go. If they're making money killing people, there's our serial killers. But like I said, sometimes we have to deal with people a different way. Some more strict, some more stern, some to protect the country and the civilians of these people within our communities. We have to do things we don't want to do, but you have to. It's for the better of mankind. These people really, if they're doing this kind of things to our cities and civilians and society, these are not people we want in our communities. You know, they're very bad people. And we're supposed to forgive and we let them go. We give them a second chance, third chance, whatever it is. The new laws they made now. Where these people get out and they do the same thing over and over again. And who suffers? The American citizens, the family member that one of these guys killed or raped or kidnapped or trafficked or whatever. That's who suffers, no one else. The families suffer, no one else. It ain't the White House suffering when they heard little Susie Jenkins or whatever, was kidnapped or raped or whatever. They're not sitting in the White House hearing that. They're not feeling it. No one really does until it happens to you or your family members. That's who really, we can suffer, we could grieve over it, we could feel bad, but who really suffers from the mistakes that this government and the court system and all these rich people make? The family member that has lost that person or has been brutally abused or kidnapped or raped. Them are the only ones that have the right to mourn because they're the only ones that really feel the pain. No one else does. You can't phantom the pain that I've gone through. No one can. No one. Of a lost family member or a someone that was abused or raped or kidnapped, trafficked, whatever. Not once, twice, maybe 3 times. Some of these people, I'm like, Christ, can't they learn the first time they're not supposed? That's stuff they did back in medieval times. It was legal back then to have sex with children. Don't you folks know that? They used to sell kids for slaves and sex. It was sick. The government did, you know, back then, whoever was in charge. So yeah, it's sad. It is sad. It really is. And the world needs to change. That's all I can say. And those that don't want this to change, that the world we live in ain't right. They got problems. They live in a world they know not of the world we live in. You know, if you can't live off $1 million, I guess these people got serious problems. If someone can't survive on $1 million for over 20, 30 years, uh, longer than that, I don't know. These are people that got to have everything, gluttons. They got to have the most of everything. They go out, they spend, and then they sit back and go, oh, I'm out of money. I'm going to have to go steal, rape, coerce, swindle, slide a hand, another million. And it just gets worse. It's a drug. Money is a drug. It's like anything else. It's like a bag of Doritos or a bag of sour cream chips. You know? So, and the proof also is in the pudding with YouTube. YouTube wants to attack the small guy, the small sub guy. Okay. He wants to get rid of them, just like the big boys, the big tubers, the big, you know, they want to push the little guys to the side and let these big channels uh, take over and decide what, it's like, and I don't blame YouTube because YouTube ain't in the business of saving lives. They're in the business of making money. That's what they do. So, Brain Genius says everybody will be a YouTuber here soon. I don't know. I think YouTube is the new thing that there's rumors that there's a new thing coming out soon. Now, I don't know who's doing it, but that might take off pretty big. Uh, it's all about safety to some of us, and YouTube is not safe. It's not safe. Facebook's been tightening up, but the main thing is uh, it's these people that hack computers. It's not safe. Information, bank accounts, social security numbers, all this stuff is not secure. It ain't secure. Like I said, if they can hack into a military defense system, they can hack into YouTube and the internet. All right, I got to go wash my car. Once again, I'm waiting to see this documentary with Mr. Sean Penn uh, that he's working on, supposedly. Hope he's safe. You know. But just my advice from an idiot: be safe. You don't know what kind of crimes and what kind of deals these people that you're over there with have made. And all you got to do is be around them. And now you're on Homeland Security and FBI and CIA's radar, you know. I got creaking noise going around here. My TV or something's creaking over there. The devil again. All right, folks. Have a good day. Be safe. Keep an eye on your children. And I'll be back later, maybe. I don't know. But for now, I'm going to go wash my car. I might have some work lined up too this week. The weather's changing dramatically and the grass looks like it's starting to grow. So that's good. They called today. What I'm saying is YouTube should be where if I want to spill my guts to the world about what I do during the day, where I go, it's unsafe. Meaning we live in a world where these people, you can't tell, hey, I'm running down to the grocery store, Jimmy's nut shop or whatever, you know, down the road here. It's not safe no more. That's the world we live in. And what we're trying to do is clean this world up to where if someone says on YouTube, hey, I'm running to Walmart to get something, they're not being tracked by some crazy nut job that wants to kill them. Now, do you folks understand what I'm trying to say? We live in a society where you can't even tell the world what your day consists of where you go or where you really live, because people will stalk you and try and kill you. That is a problem in my mind. And I would like to fix that problem. You know, I can remember talking on the phone with my buddies. Hey, where are we going? Hanging out. Where I'm running. I got to go over here to hang out with this chick, or, you know, or you talk to somebody on the street or a friend when you're hanging out or whatever. You know, people didn't, you know, you didn't have someone stalking you these days. It's different. We need a new world, not a new world order like everybody. Oh my God, it's the Illuminati, the realer. Look at right here. Right here, it said this was going to happen. Nostradamus. Christ. Sometimes I think we make these things real by acting out these things in real life. Does that make sense to anybody? Of the last brain cell I have, does that make sense? We create it. You know, yeah, okay, Nostradamus. That was back in AD. You know, this is 2022. Well, I don't know. All right, you folks have a great day. Be safe. Keep an eye on your children. Love everybody. There's a great channel on tonight. I think a great crime channel, but when I come back later, maybe I'll let you guys know about it. I don't like to tell people about what channels I watch too much because I don't want them to be attacked. You know, why? Why do I care? I don't know. I got a problem. I care too much. That's the problem. You folks have a good day.